welcome to part 1 of this build log series I'm doing, converting my old Mac Pro 5.1 into a modern workstation that's actually able to keep up with the video and the digital 3D stuff that I do. In my haste to get this project underway, I totally ripped the whole PC apart. As you can see, the parts are strewn about all over the place, and I haven't cloned any of my drives, so I need to rebuild the Mac PC, clone all my drives, log out, deactivate Windows, all my Creative Cloud projects, apps. I need to log out of all those, and then I will show you where I'm up to with the design and planning for the Mac Pro conversion. So I'll be back in a moment. Hey guys, and welcome back. So here is the test bench setup with the Mac Pro. As proof here, everything is still working, so if anybody is interested in the parts, please do let me know. Hit me up, comments or whatever down in the description or whatever below. Everything is still working. It is a dual CPU Xeon X5670, I believe. I will double check that. And a Radeon ATI HD X5970. Again, I'll have to double check the specs. It's okay. It runs games pretty okay for the age of the machine and stuff like that. It's just not up to the things I'm doing. But yeah, forget about that. We'll get into that later on. So yes, I am currently cloning my drive, ready for a full install on the new machine, so I apologise for the fan noise. Macs are known for ridiculous fan noise. So here is the case that I am planning to transplant everything into. And dandy iFixit kit there, just pop that over there. So yeah, my plan today is just to run you through my ideas, sort of give you a step-by-step on what I'm doing to make this ready for my own workstation. And so I'm going to just bring you along and go through some of my ideas. As you may have just noticed, I have a cardboard ATX motherboard because computer parts are just ridiculous to get hold of at the moment. So in between things on back order and waiting for things to come back in stock, I've just made cardboard cutouts of all the components I'm going to be using or I'm planning on using, and I will use those to mark out some initial markings for cutting and stuff like that, and then I will replace the cardboard parts with genuine bits as and when they become available. So the first problem I need to get past in this case is the I/O on the back here is not standard size for PC, and you'll find that's quite a common theme with the Mac system. So here is a scale cutout of the I/O on a full-size ATX board, and if I put these next to one another, if I can do that, you will see that it is significantly larger. So that is hurdle number 1 to tackle. The next thing, as you've probably noticed, is it does not fit in the case. So I have a feeling I'm going to have to move this shelf up. Luckily it is separate to this locking mechanism, which I do want to try and keep as OEM as possible, because it will make attaching the side panel again far easier if I don't have to modify this. And I think it is just held in by these screws down here. I think it is separate. There may be something, yeah, there's some rivets in there I'll have to deal with, but I think I can move it. I'm hoping I can move it because my power supply is quite a chunky one here. Corsair HX1000 should provide plenty of power for my purposes and leave some room for upgrading later down the line. So I need to test that in there, see if it fits. If it does, with some headroom, move this shelf. The next thing I have to tackle, obviously I need to remove the original standoffs, which do seem to have got some marks on them already, and I will drill and tap with my own set of standoffs I've got here, and then I'll just have to paint the back of the case and refurbish all that before we move on. Another thing I'm going to have to deal with is Apple, in their infinite wisdom, have decided this is the Wi-Fi card for the original board. So the machine over there doesn't have Wi-Fi internet at the moment. It's running totally on the direct line cable. But as you see, they've decided to take the antennas and rivet them into the base of the case with what appears to be 1,000,000 rivets. So to get that card out and out of the way, I'm going to have to take a Dremel to everything and cut this out. And a similar story with this here. They have riveted this thing into place and then put bolts in to prevent you getting close to it. So I'm going to have to contend with all of these items in the build of this PC. So that's the first thing, and I will try and get some of my cardboard bits. I've got some cardboard fan sizes there to get some ideas for bits and pieces. Yes, that's where we're up to anyway. Hopefully in the next video I will have some of the cardboard bits in place so that you can get an idea of how I'm going to run everything. The other thing I've had to do as well is the cooler I am planning on getting to cool the components I'm hoping to get hold of is huge. It is a massive Chongus piece of cooling situation, and so I will, once I get the motherboard in, I also then need to get this seated approximately, you know, where it's likely to be, just sit on the board like that, and then check it for clearance inside here. Now I have given myself a little bit of excess clearance just to be on the safe side, but just looking at that, it is going to be pretty close. We do have so on top of the things plus the motherboard, we are going to be very, very close. But the door seals on this lip, so I think we will just get away with that. And I will then, you know, once I've got all that sorted, I'll let you know about the specs, exact parts that will be going in this machine as and when we get there. So I'm going to cut this here and start trying my power supply and bits in, and I will let you know where we get up to and update you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys, and we will catch you later.